Today, I'm talking about new electronic music content that I want to make. Freebeat. Hey, how's it going, everybody? Welcome to Freebeat, where I post new music-related content every single day, so if that sounds good to you, hit that subscribe button, ring that notification bell. Today's patron shout-out goes to patron number 1, Howard Anderson. Thank you so very much for the support. Let's get started. So, the content here at Freebeat for the past 2 years or so has been, I think, fairly consistent. It's been this kind of top-down style with a desk and, budget, for the most part, budget anyway, electronic music gear. And it's been also, we've had this sub-theme of, my electronic music journey. And I'd be lying if I said that I didn't feel like that content, I don't want to say it's getting stale, but I'd like to change it up a little bit. You know what I mean? It's, or at least add to it, add a little variety in there. I know some of you have been commenting that as well, that, I've been basically doing the same style video for 2 years now, which is pretty crazy. I lost my job in April of 2020 and decided to try to make YouTube work, and back then we only had like 200 subscribers, so fast forwarding to, we should be hitting 14,000 today, which is just absolutely wild because we hit 13,000 earlier this month. But for the most part, I've been able to make it work. And, I've been doing these top-down style videos. But what a lot of you may not realize is that at the very beginning of the channel, I actually had a completely different presentation style. I was working out of my friend Oliver's shed, and I had one of my acoustic drum kits set up, and I played those drums alongside the only 3 instruments I had at the time, electronic instruments that I had, the PO33, the PO24, and the OPZ. And since then, I've actually really missed making drum content. In early 2020, I did pick up a Roland TD-17 electronic drum kit, and I've incorporated that into the channel a few times, but really not much at all. And not at all since I moved into this proper studio room, where I have, just off camera, my drum set up, that electronic Roland kit. And I am making this video because I want to get some feedback from all of you. Would you be interested in some drum content? It wouldn't replace the normal content or anything like that, but I don't know, a couple times a month, head over to the drum kit for some different style content. I really am a fan of using pocket operators with the electric drum kit because it allows me to demonstrate patterns in a very different way than even on something like the Deluge. And as I find myself sort of wanting to shake things up at least a little bit, channel-wise, the drum set is sure appealing right now. So let me know, how would you feel about adding some electronic drum content to the channel, like actually playing and lining that playing up with drum patterns like the pocket operators or really any of the gear that I have, and using it as an additional drum instructional tool, not just necessarily for drummers, but just trying to relate things in a more, palatable way for everybody out there when it comes to talking about drums. And of course, the reason I ask is, first, I do want to know if you're all interested in it, but also it will require a little bit of financial investment from me because I don't really have a proper filming setup over there right now. I just have a tripod with a camera and I have no way to mic myself, so I'd be using, the camera's internal audio, which is not great. It's just a G7X. It's not great over there. I'd be able to record the drum audio, but I don't have a mic or anything like that, so I definitely want to get some feedback first. But speaking of that shot, let's actually pop over there and let me give you a brief demonstration of what I have in mind. Okay, so here we are at the drum kit. Kind of weird, I didn't really think about my audio monitoring setup, so I'm just running my in-ears out of the headphone jack of my Roland drum module, and just hoping that everything works. So, as hopefully you can see here, I've got the PO24 plugged in to the drum kit as well, and you should be able to hear that as well as the kit, which I don't even have a proper kick trigger set up for the kit. It's just this Yamaha pedal that I've got temporarily set up. But yeah, I was thinking of doing some sort of instructional type videos from the kit here, incorporating things like pocket operators and really any of my other gear. I'd love to rig up some kind of stand situation for that gear, maybe with its own camera, but just give you all some new content to watch. So let's jam along here. Let's find something, a good sound. There we go. Oh, something going on with that cymbal there. It's admittedly been a while since I've actually played my kit. I've been so focused on the normal style content. Also, sorry, you are hearing again the audio through the microphone on the G7X, which is my backup camera, and it does not have a microphone in, so it's pretty rough, not gonna lie. Let's switch out the pocket operator really quick though. So now I've got my PO32 tonic here, and wow, that's loud. Let's go ahead and sequence a very basic drum groove with the kick on 1 and on 3 and the and of 3, snare drum on 2 and 4, 8th notes on the hi-hat. There we go. Just some fun goofing around there, but I kind of like being able to sequence a pattern and then play it and show you all kind of the inner workings of it. Obviously, we didn't really get into any of that right now because I don't have a script or anything of that sort, but I'm just very curious as to what you all think of doing a few videos like this every once in a while. And of course, with a proper script and more on an instructional basis for sequencing. That's one thing I haven't really mentioned yet, an emphasis on sequencing. I feel sitting at the drum set would help me explain to all of you why I sequence the way I do. I know a lot of you have expressed interest in learning, like, oh, why'd you put the kick drum right there on the and of 3 instead of on the downbeat of 4. I don't know. I don't really put kicks on the downbeat of 4 that often, but just a, you know, a little example. I feel sitting at the drum set would really help me elaborate that to you all and hopefully just explain it in a more palatable manner, like I mentioned earlier. So let me know if this is something you would be interested in. Thank you all so very much for 14,000 subscribers. If you did find this video entertaining or interesting, or I don't know, if you liked it, then leave a like on it. If not, you know where to find that little dislike button. That's okay too. Doesn't hurt my feelings, just makes me try that much harder next time. Either way, be sure to hit that subscribe button, ring that notification bell. Thank you all again, 14K. Thanks for being here. Thanks for watching. We'll see you tomorrow for Sunday sessions. Bye.